I had every intention today to do a closet clear out, but then I started sewing while waiting for y'all to charge because I did do like an outfit video, whatever. Here's the outfit. I'm wearing a sailor midi blouse. The cape is detachable, which is really great. I think I want to get rid of the sleeves again. I think that would be like the third time I've changed the sleeves. They're a little bit tight on my arms right now, and I'm kind of struggling on wanting to keep the shirt on. And then the shorts are not my favorite pair of sewing pattern for shorts, but pretty comfortable to be honest. And then the skirt I think is the same pattern from the shorts, but like I kind of have it to where the skirt is like attached to the back. I don't know how to explain it, but it kind of feels like a cape instead, which is like what the 1940s swimwear was in general at the time. Crocheted this little star. I plan on releasing it alongside my hair ribbon knocker baubles. I think I'm gonna call it star hair baubles. And then the hat I got at MegaCon. But yeah, I got into sewing again because now I have a clean room, a clean area to do all my sewing stuff, and I'm so happy. I've been wanting to make that pair of shorts, but I'm not doing the shorts. I have an idea for tomorrow because we are going over to Universal and they opened the Epic Universe Preview Center, and I really want to have this outfit finished by tomorrow. Let me show you the things I have finished for it so far. I thought I had more for this outfit, but I guess I only made a bandana. I made this bandana before, but with a lace cross instead of the moons. I can't remember if I showed y'all this before, but this is the new, like, embroidery, I guess, that I am adding to this bandana. I don't think I want to go with a cross because it didn't really come out right, and I also, like, I know it is a popular, like, emblem or symbol in goth fashion, but I don't think I'm comfortable with selling something like that in my fashion line. So I switched over to the moons because it kind of falls into my sky, like, theme that I am doing, and it still falls under like the goth mystic fashion that I like as well, so that works out. And then right now I'm working on the shirt. I am working on bias tape. I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to making my own bias tape, to be honest. I don't have the mental energy to learn how to do it properly, but whenever I get to that point, it's going to be great. My shoulder's tired of ironing right now, so I'm taking a break and not finishing off the rest of the bias tape. I have like yards of it at this point. You're supposed to put bias tape on this top, and you're supposed to put it on the collar. It's going to be a square neck, and then I am choosing to put bias tape on the bottom of it because it's a crop top, and then also on the sleeves because I think that would just bring out some more like liveliness to the shirt. So that's what I'm working on today. No closet clear out, maybe if I have enough time, but like I really want to finish this project before then. I forgot that I made a choker, like a Victorian lace kind of choker. It wasn't in my view, so that's why I forgot about it, but it's right over here. I'm gonna pull it up for you guys real quick. Ta-da! It is being blocked right now. I found these little pins in my sewing stash somewhere, so it works out great because I'm back into the sewing mood and I need the other pins for sewing. But these little flowers, this is a test run. I think I like this. I think I want to make more. I think I might want to sell it. I don't know how this is going to work out because this is bamboo yarn, so it kind of like turns into a puddle. I don't know how to explain, but it's not very stiff at all, so it's probably not going to keep its shape, which is really unfortunate. I might move over to crochet thread eventually, but I also added these little star beads. They glow in the dark, and I'm very excited to put this on. I added this little ribbon, I guess, to keep it held together a little bit easier, because I made it a little bit big, it just doesn't, like, it doesn't look right. But after I added this ribbon, it made it feel a little tighter on me. I haven't tried it after blocking, of course, because it's still blocking, and I'm scared to take it off because I'm scared of well, I'm just genuinely scared it's not going to look good anymore. There's like little hearts right here. I think that's a very cute little touch. I don't know if that was supposed to be what happened, but it's what it looks like to me. These are supposed to be like leaves and flowers, but yeah, I'm very excited to wear this for the first time tomorrow. If it doesn't turn out well, this is just the test product. This took a really, really long time to make, but I am very happy with the outcome of it. I'm thinking also like making more of these stars. I have black baby velvet yarn on its way. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be in time by tomorrow. So probably not doing it. I have the star bases made, but I want the black velvet yarn to go around it because like pastel goth, duh. And I don't think that it's going to be in by tonight because it's already pretty late. So doubt it. I know my Hobie yarn came in and I need to go out and grab the mail, but I'm dressed like this. My neighbors know I'm weird, but like they don't know, not all of them know I'm weird, okay? I didn't really say what I was working on with this shirt. Yeah, the reason why I made the square neck was because of the choker. I think looking at the square neck reminded me why I made it. So right now I'm putting the bodice together. I'm putting the front to the back. And then after that, I'll be scrunching up the the sleeves. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but it's like basically like just gathering. You're gathering the sleeves, and then I'll put the sleeves on, and then after, well, actually, I think I'm going to put the bias tape on the bottom of the sleeves first, and then I'll put the gathering, and then, you know, I don't know if you guys want to hear some sewing ASMR. I don't particularly like it, so I'm not going to put it, but I'll show you after the bodice is put together. I know it takes a little bit longer to do this kind of hemming, I guess. I don't know how, I forgot how you call it. It's been so long since I've sewed, so I don't remember anything. But I do this for this part, the attaching together part, because I like the way that it comes down and then I can just circle back up and like just do one long stitch. And then a lot of times I'll change the color of the thread. I don't feel like going with pink today because I think that I just want to stay a little bit minimal with this. It doesn't always turn out great. I try to fix this as I go, but like honestly, I don't ever feel like I'm going to sew any clothes for anybody, so I don't feel like I need to learn how to do this properly with measurements and all that. Not my goal. So this is the way it's going to look on the inside, and nobody's going to be able to tell. Also, I switched out of my clothes because the armholes were stressing me out because they just too tight. I have to do a lot of reaching. I have to do a lot of ironing. I have to do a lot of movement with my arms, and like having that so tight on my arms, just it's too much. So I switched into my cinema roll. I just remember what they're called. They're called seams. And after I finish these seams, I'm going to put the bias tape on the bottom of this top and probably to the top of this top, the neckline of this top, because I mean, it's right here. And doing gathering kind of, it doesn't stress me out, but it's not like sewing, the process of using the machine. It's all hand sewing and I have to go digging through my pile. It's not really that. I have my room pretty much organized after everything's been moved in, but like it's a different task. So I want to focus on stitching things together first and then move on to the task that's, you know, not stitching using the machine. I don't know if you can really see, but the bias tape, I did something different when I put this on. I sewed one side down. I'll have the example right here. I sewed one side down first and then I flipped it and then put it the other side down. And it kind of leaves like, this is my fault because I used black thread, but like, I don't feel like changing my thread. I'm just getting back into sewing. I'm giving myself some like leeway. It leaves that kind of trail. That is so darn rude. Anyways, I'm almost always wearing a backpack of some sort. Right now I only have Loungeflies, but eventually I want to get into Ita bags because I want to display all my pins. If you're close enough to notice this, you have a problem. Please don't be that close to me. The results so far, I still gotta work on the neckline. And then gotta get the sleeves on. I'm gonna do the gathering after I put the bias tape. By the way, with bias tape, I do know that you're supposed to cut on the bias. I did learn that, and I think it's really funny because my husband being in culinary also knows what cutting on the bias is. So when I was like, oh yeah, I gotta do all this bias taping and bias cutting, and he's like, oh, is it the thing where you have to cut on the grain line? I'm like, how did you know? He's like, oh yeah, you have to do that in foods too. So I was like, okay, well, interesting. Okay, so like going back to this and like noticing that it has like double trails and all, maybe I should have done like the inside first and then the outside. I'll have to do that next time because like there's only one line on this side. For the future, I'll do that. But also this is kind of crusty. I took apart a project that I started on almost 2 years ago. It was going to be like a 1940s Nurse Joy outfit. It was way too small for me. I was trying to learn how to do princess seams, and it didn't work out the way I wanted it to. So started taking that apart. I actually, like, looking back at that pattern, don't like the pattern at all. So it works out all in the end. It just sucks that like I have to work a little bit harder for bias tape. Also, I made the bias tape too small. I should have cut it at 1.5 inches, but I only did 1 inch because I forgot. It's been almost 2, maybe 3 months since the last time I finished a project. So yeah, so I need to do 1.5 inch bias tape for the future. And then also I need, whenever I'm making bias tape, just buy fabric specifically to make bias tape. I like this sparkly pink fabric, and it goes on sale pretty often. It's one that's kind of gets rotated into my inventory of fabric pretty often, so I'm gonna have to buy like a square of it, a 1x1 or something, just to make bias tape.
Hello, sir. Can you please move out of my way so I can show everybody what I just did? Excuse me? Excuse me? Thank you.
So I did this now. I do still need to work on the corners of bias tape hemming, whatever. I will learn how to do that eventually, but for now, I'm really enjoying this new way that I'm doing my bias tape because this feels so much more secure than any other bias tape I've done. So the hem definitely won't fray. And then on top of that, like, I don't know, it just feels more professional. I mean, my stitches don't look so pretty, but it's okay. I'm still learning. I will learn how to do corners. I've seen videos, but my brain just couldn't accept the knowledge at the point. It looks much better than this with the double lines. All the double lines are on the inside. Good, great stuff. I'm almost considering doing a pocket for this top as well because I think I might have time to do it. But then again, if I do a pocket, then it's going to take over the whole shirt. But it's not that bad of an idea because I feel like the black is a little bit too plain. I don't know what I want to do. I haven't showed y'all the new room yet. I'll show y'all later because I'm focused on sewing right now. But being able to like just slide everywhere, oh, great. Wonderful news. My bias tape, I put it away all in one go because I'm able to slide. It always takes me so long to do sleeves because the inside right here, I probably should sew it at like a whole 5/8 of an inch instead of whatever I'm doing right now. Half? A 1/4 inch. It'd probably be easier if I made the seams a little bit bigger. But I always forget. This is my first project. I gotta remind myself. It's my first project that I've had in like 3 months. I have one in the works and I might finish it next week, but this is my first like big project on sewing in a while. It always takes me so long to do this because of that, and I know it could probably be easier if I hand stitched it, and while I am enjoying the process right now, I'm not enjoying it that much. Let me get that straight. I'm not enjoying it enough to start hand stitching. So we're still at the point of like just machine stitching, but I'm almost done with this project. The more I think about it, the less I want to do a pocket in the front. Although it'd be super incredibly cute. I think I'm going to switch to having, because the plan was to do black buttons. I think I'm going to try to find pink buttons. I think I have pink buttons to do in the front so that it's like, it gives it a pop of color. And then I'm going to just decorate by wearing a brooch because I have a lot of pins and I can show it off by pretending like they're brooches. Whenever I'm sewing down sleeves, I like to use bias tape on like the armhole cover part because I can't be bothered to stitch that in properly. I can't be bothered to do the stitch that I like to do. It's one of those, like, it's an ease of access thing. And like I've said, I'm not planning on selling my clothing anytime soon. Maybe in like 10 years, because I just don't feel that confident with my sewing skills, to be honest. And so I need to buy more bias tape. Making bias tape is so it takes so long. Black bias tape is almost always out when I go over to the stores, and so I think I can order online a huge like spool of bias tape. That would be great. I think I'm gonna do that maybe tonight so that I can have the black bias tape on hand. If I need any other color, I can just buy those individually because I need a color match anyways. So yeah, I'm almost done. I'm on the last sleeve, and then I'll be great to be able to go out in the outfit that I plan on tomorrow. Don't think that I'm going to get to my closet clear out today. However, I do plan on doing some for myself just to maybe see the floor in the closet. If I do that, then I might next week just show y'all what I'm giving away. It's just gonna be thrift stuff. We're gonna just donate it to a local thrift store around here. It's all going to be like clothes that I didn't make myself. The clothes that I made myself, I'm gonna keep. If I really don't like it, I will upcycle it. For now, we're just going through the clothes that I bought and I no longer enjoy to wear anymore. I lied. I still have the buttons to do, which are like the bane of my existence, but not as much of a bane of my existence as zippers. I prefer to not do anything, but I don't have any other way to wear this. So we're gonna do buttons. I am hungry. It is like 9 p.m. now. And I haven't eaten since yesterday, which I feel like is kind of a trend here. And I also don't have pizza rolls, so that's probably the reason why I haven't eaten. We're going to take a quick quesadilla break, and then we're going to finish these buttons because I have faith that we'll be able to finish this by tomorrow. No, tonight. Tonight! I really want to show y'all the room, but I have a little blockade right here. I'm probably going to finish the buttons later tonight. He's moving. It's a Christmas miracle. Are you going to do it? Are you going to move? Please. I'm trapped. You have me in jail. Please. Please let me go. Thank you. As I was saying, I'm going to finish the buttons later tonight. I can do that sitting at my computer desk. Well, at least the buttons part. The sewing on the buttonholes, that's a different story. But honestly, I got a little bit too relaxed there. So I'm going to take a little bit of like a light break. Like overhead light break. But before I do that, I want to show you off the room now that we have new flooring. These are the pretty floors. Look how pretty. I love it so much. And it's really cute hearing the dogs walking around on this because they make the little tippy tappy sound. Love it so dang much. And this tennis ball, Apollo plays with it by himself now. And it's so cute because like it'll roll around on the ground. He'll go chasing it. It's so dang cute. Here's my sewing table area. It's still pretty much the same as before. I moved all my cinema rolls from over there and just all I have up here are sewing stuff because I just don't want to clutter up this area. Up here I have my berets so I can see them properly. I think I want to add more stuff up to it. It looks so boring and empty right now, but I like being able to see the berets that I have on hand, I guess. This corner is my cinema roll plush, and I got a little loungefly in there and another wallet, but this is my cinema roll wall on top of my sewing stuff. So everything in here is all my sewing. I got threads, I got zippers, I got the bobbins, that, and then shortly below it is gonna be my yarn, so I can see all the yarns I own. I have these ones right there, and then I have this cart full of yarns, which these ones, the majority of these are stuff that I use for my products. Down here I have buttons hiding, and then I have my bead stuff in there, which I don't plan on pulling out anytime soon. That's why they're in there. And then below, these two down here, they're just thread. Got tons of it. My mom gave it to us because she used to be a seamstress, so got lucky with all the threads. These are my light colored threads, and down at the bottom are my dark colored threads. Over here, I was using this baker rack as like a holding area for my baking stuff, and it's much better in here because now I can see my fabrics. I haven't put all my fabrics away yet, but that's the goal of this area, is to like just stack my fabrics so I can just see what I can work with, what I need, because that's just, I'm a visual person. I can't remember anything. So being able to see it is great. Then over here I have my makeup corner and my hair. So I like to sit on the floor when I do my makeup. For the longest time, I was sitting up here to do my makeup, and it was just so stressful every single time. And then I think that's one of the reasons why I stopped sewing for a while, is because my makeup corner was like overtaking my sewing corner, and I can do makeup more often than sewing. And I just had a hard time. So now we're over on the other side in this corner. I've had this light since like 2020, and now I actually have a use for it, because like I used to sit in front of this window, but now that I'm over here, it's not as bright, but that's all right because I have my ring light. And then back in this corner, I have some more Cinnamoroll stuff. I don't know if I can focus on that. There it goes. He's so cute. We got this one in California. I think everything in this corner. No, we got the light in California. We got the cotton candy in a mystery box from California. I think that we got this little snow globe. I think we got him in Tampa. He was in a little gotcha machine. But anyways, then over in this corner, we have my sewing patterns. I don't have a great way to organize them. This one is just a box I got during Halloween one year. This is a sewing thing. I don't use it for the proper sewing stuff, I don't believe. I just put my patterns in there that are not Simplicity patterns, but the ones I buy online, the better quality ones. So yeah, it's just so that's easier for me to see these patterns as well. And then I have my closet full of clothes still. I don't plan on taking these clothes out. I did bring my camera in here. There's just the GoPro in here, and I want to start using the GoPro soon. I'm just not ready to learn how to use it yet. But once I get there, I'm going to say goodbye to recording horizontally on my phone because it's cumbersome, and also I don't have that much memory in my phone, so I need to be a little bit more wise about how I store my videos. Down here on the ground, we're going to keep it empty. I have over here that these poles are for like a backdrop, but I used it when I first started getting into like TikTok and all that, and then I just never used it again. And then over here, it's supposed to be for like over your body in bed, like getting like soup in bed. That's what that's for. I think I might use this as like a setting place, whatever, for my products, and then like bring the ring light in here and then shine it in here and then take pictures in this closet. But I don't know yet. I still haven't gotten to the professional level yet, so I'll get there eventually. So yeah, that's the room now. This is great. I feel wonderful. This room looks amazing. There's so much more space. I can do all my cutting in here. I can do everything with my sewing in here. I don't have to keep on walking all the way over to the dining room area. You can't even call it a dining room. There's like no space in there. We're gonna go. I'm tired. I need to finish those buttons. Put a video right here of what the outfit looks like. Yeah, I'm gonna finish the buttons off tonight, and then tomorrow we're going to Universal Studios. We're gonna check out the new Epic Universe store, whatever it's called. It's just like a preview center. Then after that, we're gonna see about Shrek 2, like the Dreamland place. It's not supposed to open until the 14th. Tomorrow's gonna be the 13th, but that's all right. If it doesn't open, that's cool. We still have the tribute store to look forward to. So yeah, that's this week in a nutshell, I believe. So bye.